when I was in high school, I was torn between doing medicine or engineering because on one hand, I really love math and physics, but on the other hand, I wanted to become a doctor ever since I was a kid. I eventually chose medicine, but today in this video, I'll try my best to compare both medicine and engineering so that you can know which one is best for you. Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Chambers, and in today's video, I'll be comparing medicine and engineering. But before I get into the video, I just want you to know that I'll be using 5 metrics to compare both professions. These are length of study, job perspective, work-life balance, prestige, and salary. I will be using these metrics to compare both professions because I think these metrics are important metrics to consider when deciding on which profession you want to pursue in the future. First up is the time it will take for you to complete your degree. I know in the US, you have to do 4 years of college, then an additional 4 years of med school, while in Jamaica and other Caribbean countries, you only have to do 5 years of med school, and in China, you have to do 6 years of med school if you're studying in the English program. So therefore, if you decide to do medicine in the future, you will have to do roughly 5 to 8 years, depending on which country you choose to study in. Engineering, on the other hand, takes 4 years to complete. So if you don't want to spend a lot of years studying, then engineering would be your best option. So the second metric that we'll be discussing is job perspective. I think that doctors might have the most secure jobs in the world. People will always get sick. Therefore, doctors will always be in demand. While engineering jobs simply depend on infrastructural development and innovation, medical jobs depend on human beings just staying alive. In fact, 99% of medical graduates in the UK land a job or further study compared to 85% of engineering graduates. In general, you will definitely have a better work-life balance as an engineer. Only a few specialties in medicine actually afford for a really good lifestyle. Most healthcare workers will tell you that working overtime is not a decision, but a must. In fact, doctors, including medical students and resident physicians, have the highest rate of suicide of any profession in the US. All of this might make it sound as if it's going to be really rough if you go down the medical route, but in my opinion, if you do what you love, then you will never work a day in your life. The fourth metric to consider is prestige. Being a doctor is a very prestigious career. Not to say that engineering is not also very prestigious, but people generally look at you different when you say you're a doctor because you're considered a caregiver, you're considered a lifesaver. Also, the path to becoming a doctor is very competitive and difficult. Doctors are also well compensated for their work. All of this put together really makes being a doctor a very prestigious career in any country. The fifth metric to consider is salary. So let's talk about money. The average salary for a medical practitioner in the US is about $294,000 per year, while the average salary for an engineer is about $94,000 per year. Please note that these are just averages, and you do have doctors and engineers that make way more money than this. However, doctors do generally earn more money, and it is one of the few professions where once you work hard, then you're almost guaranteed to make low to mid 6 figures each year. Engineering, on the other hand, don't allow for this secure level of salary. The range is much higher, which means you can earn a lot more, but you can also earn a lot less. However, there are still a few more variables that you need to consider before making your decision. Yes, doctors do on average make a lot more money than engineers, but there are a few variables that you need to take into account. These are the length of time that you will be spent studying, student loan debt, as well as the type of specialty that you will choose. As a medical student, you will spend a lot more time studying, and as a result, your earning potential will start a bit later compared to other professions. Studying medicine is not cheap. Therefore, you will definitely have a huge student loan debt to repay, unless you're rich and then your parents can pay for you to go through med school. But if you're most of us, then you're probably going to have to go down the student loan route, and as a result, you will have a lot of student loan to repay once you start earning your money. Also, the type of specialty that you choose can also affect your earning potential as well, in two ways. Some specialties take a longer time to finish, and some specialties pay more than some. For example, a family medicine doctor will earn a lot less money than a orthopedic surgeon, but a family medicine doctor will take less time to complete their specialty training compared to a orthopedic surgeon. So those are some important variables you have to consider when you're thinking about your earning potential and how much money you will make being a doctor. So if you're going into medicine for the money, I will definitely suggest that you consider those variables when you're making your decision. In my opinion, both medicine and engineering are two great professions, but at the end of the day, the choice is up to you. I ended up choosing medicine because even though I was interested in doing engineering at one point in my life, medicine was always my passion. I really hope this video helped you in deciding which path you want to take and which path you think is right for you. If it did, please hit that like button to let me know and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you next time.